What if one fine day you wake up in the morning and as you look out of your window, you see it's still night? Even after checking and reassuring the time, you still stand confused or wonder as to where the sun is this morning. Or what if just the opposite of this happens, which means the sun doesn't set at all and the day stretches for all 24 hours? While you might think this can only happen in a dream, but this can actually happen in real too, and you can experience it on the Earth. This kind of a marvel can be seen at the polar regions, the Arctic region encircled by the Arctic Circle in the north as well as in the Antarctic Circle down south. Though both exhibit similar kind of extreme climatic conditions and the phenomena of stretched days and nights, what differentiates the Arctic Circle from Antarctica is that, surrounded by both land and sea, Arctic Circle supports existence of diverse life forms, while Antarctica is completely a land of glaciers and oceans, restricting few life forms to sustain. Today we are going to explore the Arctic Circle that sits on the top of our globe. आप सबने ग्लोब पर कुछ हॉरिजॉन्टल और कुछ वर्टिकल लाइंस तो देखी ही होंगी, जिसे हम लैटिट्यूड्स एंड लॉन्गिट्यूड्स भी कहते हैं। ये इमेजिनरी लाइंस हमें वेरियस जियोग्राफिकल स्टडीज में मदद करती हैं। One of these latitudinal lines running 66 degree 30 minutes north of the equator forms the Arctic Circle. And everything that falls inside this imaginary circle is known as the Arctic. It consists of the Arctic Ocean, adjacent seas, and parts of Alaska, Canada, Finland, Greenland, Iceland, Norway, Russia, and Sweden. So what are you waiting for? Let's get straight to the tip of our planet and find what's there in the Arctic. Summer solstice and winter solstice. Every year, at least for one day, the sun doesn't set here. This happens around 21st of June when the sun can be seen throughout the day for complete 24 hours. This phenomenon is known as the summer solstice. Similarly, in winters, every year around 21st December, the sun doesn't show up at all, casting a night that stretches for 24 long hours. This is known as the winter solstice. But अब सवाल ये आता है कि आखिर ऐसा होता क्यों है? The answer is the tilt of the Earth. Earth is tilted to its rotational axis by 23.5 degrees. Because of which, when in the summers, the Earth passes by the longer distance of its elliptical path around the Sun, the northern hemisphere of the Earth remains tilted towards the Sun. As a result, the Arctic region, which falls in the northernmost part of the Earth, faces the Sun for a complete day. And hence, summer solstice happens. Exactly इसका ऑपोजिट होता है जब अर्थ एक और बार अपने एलिप्टिकल पाथ के लॉन्गेस्ट पाथ से गुजरता है, पर इस बार आर्कटिक रीजन सन की ऑपोजिट साइड फेस कर रहा होता है, जिसकी वजह से सन रेज यहाँ तक नहीं पहुँच पाती और हमें देखने को मिलता है विंटर सॉल्स्टिस। The Arctic is a frozen land. Just think of one of the hottest days in India, and during the same day, if you stand somewhere in the Arctic region, it will be freezing. It's so cold there that even during the noon hours, the maximum average temperature just touches 0 degrees Celsius. In summers, it hardly reaches 10 degrees Celsius in peak hours. पर अब सवाल ये है कि समर हो या विंटर्स, आखिरकार आर्कटिक कैसे फ्रोजन रहता है? This is because the Arctic region receives very little light from the sun because of the tilt of the Earth. In the middle of the summer, the sun always remains low to the horizon for hours before it sets, even at midnight. Travelers from around the world come here to witness this enigmatic view, which is also termed as midnight sun. In winters, it remains deep below the horizon, which expands the nights for longer hours. By the way, do you know at the North Pole the sun rises and sets once every 6 months, resulting in a day that lasts for 6 months, and similarly a night that lasts for the next 6 months. The Inuits of the Arctic. वैसे बर्फीली जगहें पिक्चर्स में तो बहुत खूबसूरत लगती है, पर जब यहाँ रहने की बात आती है, livelihood becomes very difficult in these regions. पर क्या आपको पता है, आर्कटिक रीजन जहाँ साल भर ठंडी ठंड रहती है और बर्फ ही बर्फ जमी रहती है, वहाँ भी तकरीबन 4 मिलियन लोग रहते हैं। जी हाँ, and a group amongst them are famously known as the Inuits, which means people in English. They are known for developing ingenious survival ways, from cultivation to cooking in these harshest regions of the planet. They primarily rely on fish, sea mammals such as seals, whales, and walruses for food, while they have also developed tools and techniques to make coats, blankets, shawls, and boats. This indigenous population show great collaboration amongst themselves and are also known for naming and renaming their tribes. By the way, क्या आपको पता है? The name Arctic is derived from the Greek word Arctos, जिसका मतलब बियर होता है. पर ये इसलिए नहीं क्योंकि आर्कटिक रीजन में पोलर बेयर्स देखने को मिलते हैं, but it's related to the constellations Ursa Minor, the Little Bear, and Ursa Major, the Great Bear that dominates the northern sky. Unexpected life forms. Despite the extreme climatic conditions, it has been seen that various life forms thrive here, living undisturbed by human activities. The Arctic provides the perfect habitat for polar bears, ring seals, and snowy white beluga whales. The legendary unicorns of the sea known as narwhals are only found here and nowhere else on the earth. They are called the unicorns of the sea because of their long tusks projecting from the front portion of their head, which appears just like a sword. Unbelievably, under the ice and even in the ice, life is rich and diverse in the Arctic. The green photosynthetic plants cast a greenish glow across the layers of ice. बस इतना ही नहीं, यहाँ आर्कटिक बर्ड्स, किलर वॉट्स, किटीविग्स और आइवरी गर्ल्स जैसे कई बर्ड लाइफ भी देखने को मिलते हैं. Everywhere is south at the North Pole. The North Pole lies at the center of the Arctic Circle, and wherever you look from here will be south. This is because the North Pole is the geographical north, but itself it's called the true south. We know that the North Pole of a magnet will only turn towards the south of another magnet, because opposite poles attract each other, while like poles repel. The Earth itself is a magnet, and at its geographical North Pole is the south of the magnetic field of the Earth. Similarly, at the center of Antarctica, जहाँ Earth का South Pole है, every direction you point at will be north. While these were some of the interesting facts related to the Arctic Circle, more remains unseen and undiscovered than is seen. Scientists and researchers are keenly working on these regions to find out what else this frozen crown of our planet holds. अगर आपको कुछ ऐसा पता है about the Arctic region जो हमने मिस कर दिया हो, तो comment section में हमें जरूर बताइए. So that's all in today's episode. See you in the next one with some more exciting and curious stuff. Till then, keep challenging your friends and yourself by playing Mind Wars on Z5. Want to be the first to know of the videos on the Mind Wars YouTube channel? Hit subscribe and click the bell icon. And remember, knowledge increases when you share it, so like, share and tell your friends about the video.